okay? Alex C, back pocket, okay?
Hey, voice. All right. Use your voice all day. Use your voice, okay? Swannaroos on 3. 1, 2, 3. Swannaroos. Let's go, boys. 1, 2, 3, 3.
Strong in that order was fantastic.
Welcome back into the Kino Sports Complex South in beautiful Tucson, Arizona. It's heating up here as we have this consolation final, Sac Suns versus Houston Lone Stars. And I'm joined here by Patrick Ricciardo. Umpires just checking everybody's ready to go, including the scoreboard. There's the siren. Up and away we go. Suns win the first tap. First clearance to the Lone Stars, though. Go long into that forward line up towards the goal square, 2-on-1, but the umpires pulled out a free kick. We'll wait to see which way the arm goes. And it's going to be a free kick to the Houston Lone Stars. Brandon Dunn goes back and let's go on that one, but drifted off to the right. So on the scoreboard, the Watch AFL scoreboard, Houston Lone Stars 1 behind, Sac Suns no score. Quite warm here. And you'll see the Suns full back with the head covering there. Looking for the big fella there in McElligott. Can't get the mark. The ball spills over the line for a throw in. So it'll be McElligott. Jamnik in the ruck. Jamnik winning the tap down forward. Midfielders could not beat it to the line though. So they'll go again.
Haven't seen the Sacramento Suns on this field yet. Excited to see them play. Houston Lone Stars in their first year in Division I, playing for third place here today.
Would help if we turn the mic on, right?
So it's the Lone Stars going inside 50 once again. High ball, no mark taken, pack forms. Pretty close to a rugby scrum. Umpire says, I will throw that up. Tap one down by the Suns. Another pack forms, but they managed to clear the ball out. The Suns down through the center of the field. Going to be cleaned up by Houston. They'll look to set something up here again. So the Suns with an opportunity to go inside 50 for the first time. Driving kick. And that was spoiled, but the umpire says over the shoulder. So it'll be a free shot.
It was a good defensive effort, just caught him a little bit too high. And first set shot at goal goes to the Sacramento Suns.
So Julian David, he was a static target there. And the Houston defender kind of fell for it, really. So David comes in. A little bit like at the other end, just off the side of the boot, drifting right for a behind. So it's 1 behind all. As these teams just warm their way into this match.
Not sure if my voice came over when I was introducing the two sides. We haven't seen the Sacramento Suns on field 2 yet, so excited to watch them play. Houston Lone Stars playing for third place in Division I in their first year at the top flight of the men's division.
far flank. Umpire will ball it up again. Sac Suns getting most of those ruck tap wins. They'll take it inside 50 on the run. Breaks free of the tackle. Sets sail for home with a snap. My goodness, that was close, but only the one behind. So really good intent there from the Suns, hitting it with pace. Need to straighten up a little. So on the Watch AFL scoreboard, Sac Suns 2 behinds lead the Houston Lone Stars 1 behind. Bring in long to a big pack out there on the flank. Houston take the ball out over the pack, drive it up to the wing. The mark's taken back there by the defender for the Suns. Kicks up to the forward flank. Looking for Strawn up there. And he manages to hit up the full forward up there, Chris Gould, for the Suns out in the pocket. Probably about 30 metres out, should be well within his range.
Suns doing a very good job linking up with each other. Just a few kicks, and already a shot on goal.
Yeah, important to make that connection. So sets it high, sets it long, and that is the first major of the match to the Suns. On the Watch AFL scoreboard, 1-2-8. Leading the Lone Stars 1 behind.
Suns doing a very good job of linking each other up in the middle of the field between the arcs. And Christopher Gould with a lovely kick, very well struck. First major on the board of the game.
Big men go up again. McElligott winning the tap, Houston winning the clearance. Big collision at the pack. Umpire doesn't pull a free kick out of there. It says, I will throw it up. Up it goes again. McElligott with the tap. Down to the runner there in Capricano. He kicks it inside 50. Clearing handball for Houston. Only as far as K though. He taps it back inside the 50. Now Houston have got the numbers. We'll try and kick down the line. Unsuccessfully though, as the ball goes over the line, out of bounds on the full.
That was a strong bump from Andrew Lewin for the Sacramento Suns to get Andrew Craig off the ball. Leads to a disputed situation, and then the Lone Stars make a mistake, kick it out on the full. He has a chance for Jake Tracy.
So he looks for a teammate. Pass doesn't quite meet its mark. Houston clear the ball out to the wing now. Everyone descends on the ball. Spill's almost free now, and now it is free as the Suns get a long kick down towards the 50. Nice work by Anderson there, but the mark taken at halfback for Houston. Up to the wing again, and even though he came from behind, mark taken there by Anderson, so he'll look to go long once again. Looking for David down there, he can't mark. Into the middle of the ground this time. Can Houston clear it through there? They cannot. Multiple players jump on the ball and force the umpire to ball it up once again. So McElligott and Jamnik, a couple of goes at it. Houston get a kick backwards, not to their favour. In the favour of Jake Tracy. He'll send it towards the goals. Oh, and finds the big fella at full forward up there. Andrew Lowen, he dishes off the handball to David, who kicks an easy goal for the Suns. Nice transition from the wing, and it was that penetrating kick at Tracy's report about that goal. McGallagher with the tap. Again, Houston on the ground. The clearance outside the square goes to the Suns as they run it inside 50. Clearance now for Houston. Out to the wing. Yeah, good one-handed mark out there by Smythe. He'll kick it up to half forward. Good mark taken up there by Johnson. Johnson, wobbly torpedo, taken back there in the last line of defence by the fullback for the Sac Suns. He'll distribute it out wide. Ball runs through all the players, so now to the wing. Suns with the numbers, Houston with the ball. Suns eventually win it out. They'll kick inside with a wobbly torp as well. Race to the ball in the forward pocket. Low in there, wins the race. Kicks long to the back side of the square. No mark taken, and Houston are able to clear again out to the 50.
It was the right idea, had a man uncontested, just unable to stick the mark.
Yeah, that was a very hot tackle paid there on Johnson for the Houston Lone Stars. He pretty much took the ball and got tackled. But to the advantage of the Suns, who are inside 50 now. Runs around, snaps it towards the square. Fight on the line. Nice chain of handball by the Lone Stars, and they'll get out of the 50 here. Kicking wide up to the wing, up to Smith. He can't mark. Missed opportunity there. So we'll have a throw in. Half forward for the Sac Suns. Nice tap by McGallagher. Taken by Mataris. And Mataris takes some bounces, runs through the middle, and kicks long to centre half forward. But once again, the fullback defending down there for the Suns, just taking the mark, stopping that run. Anderson at halfback for the Suns. Kicks up to the forward flank, ball off hands. Nice handball over the top, looking for Johnson. Boyer, I should say. Boyer kicks it out to the fat side. There's plenty of Houston players out there, though, and they manage to lock it up for a ball up. McGallagher wins the tap down. Pack forms again, and the umpire says you dived on it, pulled it in, so he's paid the tackle.
Marcus Jones went toppling over all those players too.
So free kick for the Houston Lone Stars, a halfback, and the kick is up there to Johnson. He kicks long. Up there, looking for a target. All Suns' hands around the ball. Quick kick out, but again, it's all Suns back there, and the mark's taken last on fence. Oh, and the umpire's called play on. So the Suns managed to clear it, despite that. Must have been a touch ball. Out to the wing now, where it'll rebound back inside the forward 50, and a big mark taken there by the big fella for the Houston Lone Stars. Zachary Leger. Kicking for 48. Sends the ball to close to the far post, where the mark's taken there. Can't make out that number with the red on blue.
Just waiting for him to turn around a little bit.
tries to snap around the body, but it was a little bit shallow, touched on the line, and that's a behind. So for the Watch AFL scoreboard, it's the Sac Suns 2-2-14, the Houston Lone Stars 2 behinds.
It was a great effort, though, by Jacob Johnson. Off balance, diving for the mark. Able to complete it, just unable to get enough bend on that banana.
Yeah, the kick of the banana has really become a big thing in Aussie rules football for those goals, but you've got to make sure you clear the defender on the line, and you see it even in the AFL quite often they do not.
Around the grounds for Watch AFL, the combined team of the Philadelphia Hawks and Boston Demons currently lead Arizona in the men's Division III Grand Final. It's a 7-point affair, 8 plays 1 on the Coopers Field behind us.
So Boyer kicks back to the wing, looking for his teammate in Tracy there. Free kick paid in the marking contest for over the shoulder to Eric Anderson, I should say. Nice mark taken back there for Houston. A little bit of kick to kick here. Oh, almost the mark taken, and the umpire says, yep. Oh, being held while taking that mark, so he pays the mark. That player not on our sheet.
No, number 13 not on the list. Sorry about that.
So up to the hot spot. There's a pack up there. Suns will clear.
Downfield free.
Yeah. So contact after the kick. So the umpires paid the free kick to Chris Gould. He'll kick high up to the pocket. 2 defenders there managed to get the job done and take the ball over the line, where we'll have a boundary throw in right near the 50-meter arc.
Good effort by Brandon Dunn to break up that opportunity for the Suns.
Tried to run around the pack, had plenty of opportunity, and penalised by the umpire. So it'll be the Sac Suns taking a shot from, as I said, around the 50 there. It'll be number 37, Andrew Lowen. Runs around, tries to go the distance, doesn't quite get there, hooks it a bit. Just spoiled on the line and over the line for a throw in. David just unable to mark there. Now he'll contest the ruck. Tap down, and David comes to his hands, but I think that was off hands. So touch through for a behind. Handy spoil there. Sac Suns 2-3-15, Houston Lone Stars 2 behinds on the Watch AFL scoreboard. Houston will bring it in, kicking it out wide to the pack. Mark almost taken, but off hands, the play on. Kick inside the 50. Was looking for Lowen there, but couldn't find him. Houston able to clean up, send it back out.
Tim, what is that, Duckworth?
Now they've got the numbers and they've got the run on. 2 bounces, a shimmy, gets his kick away before he was tackled, but no. The umpire's pulled something there.
It's going Sacramento's way.
Yeah, so maybe he did run too far in the end. He sort of ran, then stopped, then ran again. So either that or somebody was being held off the ball. So at half back, Sac Suns chip it up. Cannot find a player there. 3 on 2. Good work there by the Suns to lock it up. Umpire tosses it up. Tap one down by the Suns. Pack forms there. Are they going to get out? Yes, the Suns do. Nice handball over the top. Puts it out in front of David. Hesitates. So he'll pick it up off the ground. Dishes it off there to Jake Tracy. Tracy recovers and kicks a nice goal. Third goal for the Sac Suns, taking him on to 3-3-15, leading the Houston Lone Stars 2 behinds on the Watch AFL scoreboard.
That was good patience from Jake Tracy there. Could have kicked it at any point, but good poise from him to realize he wasn't under too much pressure. Runs into an open space and kicks the goal. 19-point lead to the Suns.
Tasmania is a proud sponsor of USAFL, and one of the great products from Tasmania is Blundstone Boots, an iconic Tasmanian company supporting today's Tasmania's longest kick competition. So give it a go and see how far you can kick. Back to the middle now. And that is half time. So a dominant first half there by the Sacramento Suns, leading 3-3-21 to Houston's 2 behinds on the Watch AFL scoreboard.
Great craft by the Sacramento Suns inside their forward 50. They're very poised, and you don't see them wasting opportunities in front of goal, and I really liked what I've seen on my first action of the Suns this weekend.
Yeah, and Houston weren't without their chances. They had it forward, but were unable to convert. So don't write them off going into this second half.
Still very much a game in the balance. 4 kicks in it.
That's half time. We'll be back after the break. Welcome back here to Kino Sports Complex for the second half of this clash between the Sacramento Suns and the Houston Lone Stars. Sacramento Suns with a big lead going into this second half, 19 points. Center bounce happened. The clearance didn't, so we'll go again. Up go the big fellas, knock it out wide. Quick scrubbed kick out towards David inside the 50. He can't pick it up. Houston will look to clear it with a wide handball, but it wasn't clean. Another opportunity for Sacramento. They've got the numbers around the ball here. David's down on the ground for it. He can't pick it up. With the numbers, though, out the back. And now we'll get a kick, chip kick, across there from Carpignano. I'll say that again. Carpignano. I'll get it right. Carpignano. So here's kick found Tracy, who's already kicked that last goal for the Suns. Be kicking from about 38 metres out. Sets it high, it's a wobbler, it's not going to make the distance. Defended off hands, David at the front, dishes a handball. Comes down to Chris Gould, who snaps, but snaps wide for a behind. So that moves the scoreboard, the Watch AFL scoreboard, along to 3-4-22 Sacramento to 2 behinds Houston Lone Stars.
Suns picking up right where they left off in the first half, and I'm really impressed by their forward craft when they get inside 50. A lot of times, and especially in the lower divisions here, you'll see just all the balls going forward, and they forget to use the width of the field. When you have players open in an uncongested area of the field, it opens up the game much more for the forwards. And Houston have been falling victim to Sacramento's gamecraft thus far. 20-point margin.
That's the kind of footy that sees them in Division 1. Now running in, having a shot, no, sets it out forward, out in front. Big circle run around, handball inside, snap for goal, and that's banged into the bottom of the goal post, that shot there from Marcus Jones. Some nice work, a lot of good movement by the Suns there. 3-5-23 leading Houston Lone Stars, 2 behinds on the Watch AFL scoreboard. There'll be another kick in from the Lone Stars, high to the pack. They got players on the outside, but Sacramento got players on the inside. Scrubbed a quick kick towards David. The umpire has pulled out a free kick. The player tackled there without the ball after he kicked it. And that'll be, again, Marcus Jones. Kicked that last behind. To Jones, waiting for a target. There really is no one leading, so he'll just send it up to the square. Up went David. Couldn't take the mark, though, up against 2 defenders. Ball to the ground. That ball came flying out. It looked like it might have been a throw, but nothing happening. Big snap on the right foot from David. Don't tell me he's done it. He has not. That ball just drifting to the left of the big post.
It's a good effort.
So starting to look a little bit inaccurate on the scoreboard now, the Suns, though. 3 goals, 6-24, leading the Lone Stars 2 behinds. Nonetheless, the ball is in their end of the field. That kick in, good spoil forward. Now the Lone Stars get a run. Kick out to the wing. Looking for Dimmitt out there. He wins the ball. He kicks high and long inside 50. Probably not quite the contact he was hoping to make. Now it's Suns with the numbers. Chip up to the wing looking for Tracy. He runs onto it with speed. Avoids the defenders. Puts it out in front of David, who takes an easy mark on his chest just outside the 50. He'll chip across. Back to Tracy. He gives a quick handball back to David. The 1-2 act is going well until that kick, which is picked off by the Houston defender. The clearance only comes out as far as Bobby Strawn, though. Bobby kicking up to the line, and a good mark is taken there, I believe, by Marcus Jones. Yes, right next to the behind post. So the umpire will set the mark. We'll see whether Jones comes straight in or tries to run around and open up the angle here. Left foot kick, tough from that angle, unfortunately, for a left footer, and he goes across the face for a behind. Sac Suns under 3-7, 25, 23-point lead over the Houston Lone Stars, 2 behinds on the Watch AFL scoreboard. Out to that pack once again. Big fly there for number 8, Matthew Mantaris. Ball comes to ground. Umpire has picked out a free kick. And it's going to go to Bobby Strawn. Bobby runs around, just chips it up in front of the forwards, and a strong mark taken there, as he intended, no doubt, to Christopher Gould. Just using his side size and making sure he had front position there to take the mark. So Gould will kick from about 25 metres out on a slight angle, pops it up, the wind grabs it and still stays inside that goalpost for the 4th goal of the match for the Sacramento Suns. They now move on to 4-7-31. Houston Lone Stars 2 behinds on the Watch AFL scoreboard.
And around the grounds for Watch AFL, the Philadelphia Hawks and Boston Demons are leading Arizona 4-3-27 to 1-1-7. Just starting the second half right now over on Cooper's Field.
Looking forward to a Cooper's later after the game. Back in the middle, Houston win the tap down. Sacramento win the clearance. Contest at centre wing. It'll be the Suns who come out with it. Nice pass there from Carpignano. Chip forward towards the square. David wins the race for it, is able to just get a boot to that and tap it over the line. So the Suns really starting to run away with it now. 5-7-37, leading the Lone Stars 2 behinds.
It's been the Suns pretty much from the start of the game, but now they've really started to break it open. A lot more straight kicks here. 35-point lead opened up with just over half in this second term to play.
Ball up again in the middle. One down by Houston. And again, the clearance. One by Sacramento. Up to half forward. Looking for David there. Takes a nice mark on the chest. Out in front. Plays on. Gives the handball off on the outside. Shot at goal. Up to the goal square. Players collide with the post. The ball falls outside the goal post for a behind. Sacramento 5-8-38. Houston Lone Stars 2 behinds on the Watch AFL scoreboard. Houston bring it back in now. Ball goes out to Tracy. He can't mark. Ball spills out to the boundary line for a throw in. USAFL sponsored by Tasmania. Tasmania renowned for its premium produce, breathtaking natural landscapes, and a growing community of innovative, globally minded companies. Back in the middle now. Good contest. Johnson shrugs the tackle and kicks the ball inside 50. Nothing doing back there for the Lone Stars though. Cleared into the middle of the ground. Oh, that's a nice mark taken under pressure there by Stephen Johnson. He chips forward and finds Dylan Dunn just outside range. He tries to pass off, but ball was well smothered there by Baramand. Baramand now kicking up to centre forward, looking for David. It's over his head. But they've got numbers on the run. Running onto it, Liz LaFond. Unfortunately, though, his flying shot wide of all the posts and out of bounds on the full. So it'll be a kick in for the Houston Lone Stars. Jared Kay, it looks like back there. So we kick high and long up to the pack outside the 50. Ball's off hands, nicely picked up. Kicking long up towards the 50 for the Lone Stars. But again, they cannot get a mark up there, off hands. Barrowmand again out with it, kicks it up into the centre of the ground where he finds Collie. Collie kicking forward looking for David, but well picked off there by the Houston Lone Stars defender at half back. Kicking out to the wing. Can't mark there, Tracy for Sacramento. Opportunity here for the Lone Stars, running the ball through the middle in numbers. Sidesteps the fullback there. Unfortunately, didn't quite finish it off and kicked it straight to the Sac Suns defender. So the Suns rebounding through to Bobby Strawn. Strawn chips the ball up. Looking for O'Leary there. Again, another rush kick for the Sac Suns goes left, wide of the behind post. Oh no, in fact the umpire's going to call that a behind. I think we might have had a better angle on that, to be honest. But a behind it is, so there'll be a kick in for the Houston Lone Stars as they trail by 37 points on the Watch AFL scoreboard. Bobby Strawn up, can't take the mark, dishes it out. Nice work with the numbers out the back. Snap across the body from Campbell into the pocket. But finds the defender back there in Weichel. Weichel kicks up, good marking contest. No one has a win though. Rush kick into the middle. Finds the fullback, Toby Simmons. He's had a pretty good game back there, taking a lot of marks. But again, one of those long kicks goes to the opposition for a turnover. Into the middle of the ground, and that's a solid bump.
But still came away with the mark.
Yeah, Carter Mack with the mark there. And he's just probably feeling a little ginger, gathering himself. Now he'll look for an opportunity inside 50. It's David on the lead. Good spoil from the Houston Lone Stars defender. Ball pinballs off the boot. Snap around the body there from Campbell. High and wide. Can't mark. Ball's on the ground. Players have dived on it. And the umpire says, okay, it's not coming out. I'll ball it up. 30 metres out from the Sacramento Suns goal. McElliott, big tap forward over the top. Ball comes over the back to Jeff Scott. He has a snap at goal under pressure and again just drifts wide. So another behind the Sac Suns, taking him on to 5-10-40, leading the Houston Lone Stars. 2 behinds on the Watch AFL scoreboard. So William Weichel, he's done a lot of work bringing the ball back in. That's 10 behinds now, and I think he's kicked them all in. So he sends the ball high and long again. Was looking for Johnson, but came off his hands. Sent back inside the 50 by Carter Mack. He finds Marcus Jones, tries to dish off the handball. Doesn't quite work out, a scrub kick. Able to be defended by Houston. They kick the ball back in the middle of the ground. Sac Suns now with the numbers. Work the ball through the middle. Get it to McGrory. He's on to Strawn. Handballs to McElligott. He can't get a clear handball. Johnson now for the Lone Stars. They've got the ball out in the open. Kick it out to the far flank. It's all Suns out there though. Tracy with the ball. He'll look to chip it up to a target. And once again, it's a turnover as the ball goes to Jaco Vilnen. He kicks long, up to half forward. Here's an opportunity. Nice dish handball, but the umpire, I think he said that was a throw. So Sacramento will reset from half back. Nice little chip kick. Hang on, the umpire said.
Calling it back.
Hang on a minute. Everyone wasn't ready. The player wasn't behind the mark. Let's do that again.
Philly Boston opening up their lead on Arizona at 6-4-40 to 1-1-7. 33-point lead for Philly Boston for Watch AFL around the grounds.
McGallagher, long kick into the half, into the forward 50, and really strong mark taken back there by Jeff Scott. He was looking for an option to play on, but decided the better of it, or maybe was advised. So going back to take his kick. It's a nice drop punt, high and straight. Great footy there by Jeff Scott. Saxons on to 6:10:46, leading Houston Lone Stars to behinds on the Watch AFL scoreboard.
Adrenaline all on the Sacramento sides. Again, looking to play on. Get one quick. Be patient. Park your feet. Take the set shot. Makes no mistake. Beautiful kick from Scott.
As we said, Tasmania, the USAFL sponsor, Jan Sparkling Wine served here today at the ground. It's produced in Tasmania's cool climate wine region known for quality and character. So up we go again. Tap one down by McGallagher. Chipped forward to no one in particular, but running onto that was Marcus Jones. He can't get it clear though. Houston Lone Stars now up to their half-forward flank. Nice clearance there by Skylar Johnson from Sacramento. Very favourable bounce there for the Suns. But not quite so favourable for Mason Lafond. Took a little bit of time to get rid of it and was run down on the tackle. So free kick to the Lone Stars. Will chip up to the wing. Mark couldn't be taken this time by Lafond. Packet formed and the umpire found a free kick going the way of Carpignano. So kicks up to the forward target. He can't mark. The pack arrives and crashes into the ground. Umpire says that was all fair and good. Let's keep moving on. Ooh. However, on this occasion, the player ridden into the ground, and that'll be a free kick to the Houston Lone Stars out there. Kicking ball up to the wing, turns it over, kicking straight to the Saxons player on the wing there. Looking for David, who juggles the mark once, but manages to pull it in. He knows he's well within his range here, so goes back to take the set shot. Player Tracy running around the back, but nothing doing. David's taking this one himself. Runs in, sets it home. That's a nice drop punt. The breeze pulled it a bit to the left, but still did enough to kick the 7th goal for the Sacramento Suns. Watch AFL scoreboard, 7-2-52, leading the Houston Lone Stars by 50 points, kicking just the 2 behind so far.
Half-century lead for the Sacramento Suns in the closing stages of this game. Looking to secure 3rd place in the Men's Division I competition. Philly Boston well on their way to being the champions of Division III.
Back to the middle. Lone Stars with the win in the tap this time. Umpires pulled out a free kick though, just as they look to go inside their 50. It'll be to Eric Anderson. So good kick. Kicks well inside the 50 and finds his teammate up there in Christopher Gould on a lead. Really took an easy mark on the chest there. He'll be kicking from just inside the 50 arc. Currently really no breeze to speak of.
Possibly the final kick of the game.
Sets it high and long, but it's wide. Over the back for a behind. Sacramento Suns on to 7-11-53, leading the Houston Lone Stars 2 behinds.
Well done, Sacramento. Controlled it right from the beginning. Never seemed to waver.
Houston bring it in. Maybe one last roll of the dice. Kick it up towards the middle. But spoiling the party was Tristan Bowyer. Middle of the ground. Umpire has picked out a free kick there to the Lone Stars. They'll need to be quick. kicking long into the 50, but turning the ball over by foot once again. Comfortable mark taken back there. Hang on, the umpire's paid a free kick. The siren has gone. There will be a free kick and it's going to be paid to Houston, so they will get an opportunity to put a major on the board after the siren. I think that's Jaco Villiern. He's going to be kicking from about 48 metres. Lone Stars on the siren trailing by 51 points. Let's see how it goes. He sets it long, looks to be drifting to the right. And it is a behind. So the Houston Lone Stars finish on 3 behinds to the Sacramento Suns 7-11-53. A 50-point win to the Sacramento Suns. Convincing start to finish. Great forward craft. They won the ball in the middle. And yeah, the Houston Lone Stars will be disappointed to go down with that loss in the end. They were very promising looking at the start of the tournament, but it's been a big step up for them to Division 1 this year, and I'm sure if they stay in Division 1 next year, they'll go on to bigger and better things.
A rising class, you typically see a little bit of growing pains. That's what we saw from Houston this national tournament. I think there's some things that they can take away from this tournament that they can be happy about. Come back next year stronger. Congratulations to the Sacramento Suns, finishing 3rd place in the division.
Thanks for joining us for this match. Again, a 50-point win to the Sacramento Suns. We'll be back with
Women's Division 2 Grand Final
after the break. Thanks.